Hi there, thank you for watching my video. This video is about Dockerizing, a Robotframework Selenium testing app. Why do I want to Dockerize this application? It's just to simplify all the steps required, because working with Selenium, it never been easy before, because we need to first install the browser and then the driver for the browser, and installing this browser is kind of complicated, especially if you work in different operating system. So yeah, let's get started. First, make sure that the application works fine. Yes, it is working fine. Then now we can continue working with Dockerfile. Now let's create the Dockerfile. And first of all, we need to define the base image. We can just go to Docker Hub and browse the image from here. In this case, I will look for Python image. I'm gonna use 3.8 bullseye slim buzzer, maybe this one, Alpine. So we just type from Python colon and the tag 3.8 Alpine dash Alpine. Oops, something like this. Yeah, 3.8 Alpine. Next, I'm going to install the browser, but since I'm using Chrome on my development environment, so I'm going to install the same. But since we are using Alpine Linux operating system, and I don't think Chrome is exist on Linux distribution, so we are going to use the open source version of Chrome, which is Chromium. So we can just go to the Alpine repository. Yes, and then we can search for Chromium. Here is the Chromium. To install the package, first we need to use the run command from the Docker file, and then followed by the command we want to run. In this case, apk add, and then the package we want to install, it's Chromium, and this apk is a package manager from Alpine Linux. Now we have the Chromium, but we still need the Selenium WebDriver for the Chromium. So let's get back to the Alpine repository, and here is the WebDriver we are looking for, Chromium-Chrome driver. So we'll install it as well, Chromium-Chrome driver, Chromium-Chrome driver, yes. Now that we have all the dependencies there, next I will include the files I need to the Docker file. So we can write this copy command to include the file here on your local machine. So I will include search flights, this folder, to the destination location is going to be, let's say, home, and then app. But first make sure to create the folder there. So run make dir home app, right. And I also want to copy this requirements file, requirements.txt to home dash app. This, yes. Then we will run Python command to install the Python dependencies from the requirements text here. So Python install -r, and then it's gonna be requirements text. But we need to change the current working directory to be work dir, and then it's gonna be home and then app, right. Sorry, I made a mistake. So this is not Python, this should be pip, the package manager. Finally we can define the entry point, which is gonna be robot, and then the folder search underscore flights, right. Okay, now the Docker file is ready. So the next step we need to do is building the image. We can do it by typing docker build and then build and then dot which is because it's just in this current directory, and then the tag we want to put. This is Rex size my repository, and then the version, let's say just my app, and then the version 0.0.1. Well, it took me some time, so I skipped the video, I skipped the building process, and now it returned me an error. Let's see. Well, leave FFI required by virtual words, common error or something. Yes, something to do with, I'm not sure what this is, LFFI or GCC. GCC is the compiler for C. So yeah, I will get back once I solve this issue. Alright, I'm back. So apparently, since this Alpine Linux is a minimalist distro, so they don't put every package there, and yeah, one of the dependency like this CFFI from our package, it's missing the libraries it needs to build the package itself. So we just go here, we need to create another directory for the search flight, right? Yes, and then it's gonna be search flights, right. And the other dependencies we need to install is quite many actually. So is APK. This is the GCC, the compiler for C, MUSL, I'm not sure what this one, OpenSSL, and so on. These are the dependencies needed to build the CFFI package from our requirements. Alright, now let's try it again. Docker build then tag Rexa, and then my app, the version 001. We have successfully built the image. We can verify that the image is actually built by typing docker images, and yeah, it is here, Rexa my app 001. Voila! Now comes the moment of truth. So we will run this image by typing docker run, and then Rexa my app, don't forget the tag 001. Okay, so unfortunately I was not lucky at the first try. The application was just stuck there, and it took me for quite some time to solve the issue. And now I come with a solution by changing the base image with this Alpine Edge version, and everything else is the same, except I needed to add this Python and this pip to the installation step. Now let's run the image by typing docker run, and then the image name Rexa my app, and don't forget the version of it. And yeah, 17 tests passed, so the application is working fine. And I'm not sure why it didn't work with the Alpine version we used before. The Python, it was Python 3.8 Alpine. Yeah, but the difference are this one, the Edge one, it is using Chromium version 98, and the previous one it's using 93. Yeah, that's all from me, and thank you for watching.